Hi everyone, this is Meenakshi Ramesh from tapyowaytohealing.com. In today's video, I thought of focusing on acknowledging the rigid patterns that we see in ourselves and our children. So if this tapping resonates with you, please feel free to tap along with me. The inspiration for me to choose this topic today came from the book written by Steven Kessler. It's called The 5 Personality Patterns, Your Guide to Understanding Yourself and Others and Developing Emotional Maturity. It's a great book. I bought the book. It's a very big book. I did not read everything. But later, Steven actually offered an online class. He taught a class based on this book. It's again called The 5 Personality Patterns. So I took the class from him. It's a great class. He gave, it was a 6-week class which was offered on Zoom, and because it was online, I loved it. And the entire content of the book he broke it down and he taught it in a very nice manner. And if you are ever interested in taking the class, I would highly encourage you to read the book or take his course. It's an awesome course. It really complements, it's a great compliment for me for the work that I do. It goes with EFT, and he's also an EFT practitioner, so I guess that's why I was very inspired to read and take his class. So the book talks about 5 personality patterns, and out of the 5 personality patterns, one of the patterns is a rigid pattern. And when he was teaching this rigid pattern, I asked him if, children and adults on the spectrum today, if they do this pattern, and he said yes. Yes, and of course it's a no-brainer. All of us know about it. So today's topic is focused on, the acknowledging the rigid patterns that we see in ourselves first and also our children. So it's just a very global tapping script. Even though I feel very rigid sometimes, I love and accept myself. Even though following a rigid pattern and a set routine is what I need, and when that doesn't happen, my whole world falls apart, I still choose to love and accept myself. Even though this rigid pattern has been serving me and is helping me live my life, and I thrive on this pattern, I choose to acknowledge who I am and how I feel. Sometimes this rigid pattern drives my life, and it drives everyone around me crazy. But I feel so unsafe letting go of this pattern. I want to stay in pattern. I don't want to be flexible. I don't want any change in my life or my routine. It's very hard for me knowing that people around me are expecting me to adapt to changes. And change is very, very hard for me. So I want to be rigid. I want to do this pattern. I don't want to be flexible. No matter what happens. No matter what others tell me. I find it very hard to listen to them. It's only because I just want to do things my way, and my intention is not to hurt them. I wish I could make people understand, but it's very, very hard. What if I could really embrace the gifts of this pattern? What if I can really begin to look at the gifts of this pattern and integrate those gifts in my day-to-day life? What if I could stop judging myself and criticizing myself? And accept and acknowledge myself for who I am and how I feel. Releasing all the stuck energy and emotion around this rigid pattern. Releasing all the frustration and the anger and worry and stress that goes along with this rigid pattern. Releasing all the stress and overwhelm that's stuck in my body, mind, and my energy field because of this pattern. Stop tapping, take a breath. I think my son is playing piano downstairs, so if you hear my son, it's just today's video is like this. I normally tell him not to play any instrument when I make the video, so just letting you know. I don't know if you'll hear it, but if you hear some music, it's just my son. Thank you for watching. I will see you all again tomorrow with another video. Hi Rekha, thank you for joining me.